Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a little wooden puppet who dreamed of becoming a real boy. He was made of pine wood and his name was Pinocchio. Every night before he went to sleep, he would look up at the moon and stars and wish upon them to become a real boy. He wanted to feel the warmth of the sun on his skin, the softness of a pillow under his head, and most of all, he wanted to experience the love of a father. You see, Pinocchio lived in the house of an old woodcarver and he longed for the day when his wish would come true. One day, while Pinocchio was polishing the woodcarver's shoes, he heard some strange noises coming from the attic. He stopped what he was doing and listened intently. The noises sounded like hammering and sawing. Pinocchio couldn't help but wonder what was going on up there. He had never heard those sounds before. Curiosity got the better of him and he decided to investigate. He climbed the attic stairs and pushed open the door. What he saw inside made his heart skip a beat. There, in the middle of the room, was a strange contraption made of gears, wires and a single spotlight. And in front of it stood the woodcarver, holding a small hammer in his hand. But he wasn't just any ordinary woodcarver. He was Geppetto, the most famous inventor in the land. And that contraption in the middle of the room was his latest invention, the Wish Granter 3000. It was a machine that could take a person's deepest desire and make it come true. Pinocchio couldn't believe his eyes. This was his chance to finally become a real boy. He ran over to Geppetto and asked him, "Can you make my wish come true?" Geppetto turned around and saw Pinocchio for the first time. He had no idea that the puppet he had found in the forest and brought home had come to life. He was so surprised that he dropped his hammer. "Why, hello there, Pinocchio," Geppetto said. "What can I do for you?" Pinocchio explained his deepest desire to become a real boy, and Geppetto, being the kind-hearted inventor that he was, couldn't refuse his wish. He helped Pinocchio climb onto the Wish Granter 3000 and pull the lever down. The machine whirred and clicked, and a bright light filled the room. When the light subsided, Pinocchio looked down at his hands and feet. They were no longer made of wood, but of flesh and bone. He was a real boy. He ran over to Geppetto and hugged him tightly. "Thank you, Geppetto," he said. "I can't believe I'm a real boy." Geppetto was so happy for Pinocchio. He had never seen anything like this happen before. He knew that Pinocchio was destined for great things and that he would one day become a real boy. From that day on, Pinocchio and Geppetto became best friends. They worked together in the workshop, inventing all sorts of gadgets and gizmos. Pinocchio was so grateful to Geppetto for making his wish come true. He knew that he would never forget what his adoptive father had done for him. And so they lived happily ever after, the wooden puppet who became a real boy and the kind-hearted inventor who made it possible. The end. Hey there, young viewers, did you like this story? If you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to stay tuned for more updates. We've got plenty of exciting tales to share with you. So sit back, relax, and let your imagination run wild. Who knows what adventures await you next? Until then, keep dreaming big and believing in the magic of stories. We'll see you soon.